gives us the highest heart attack rates, gives us diabetes. This is very, very good training for a connected world. No better training than this. And if you can thrive here, and if you can build here, like all of you have done, if you can do it here, I'm not worried you can do it on the moon. So that is the strength of India. It is a completely different system than the American system or the Chinese system or the Japanese system. It is a decentralized system, and its power is soft, unheard, unseen, but it's there. So those are some of the things I wanted to tell you. It's been quite interesting for me, and frankly, I should do this much more often. You get tags in India. See, it's the complexity, simplicity thing. You get a tag. He only cares about poor people. He only cares about rich people. He only cares about middle-class people. He's somebody who looks at Dalits. He's somebody who looks at, tribals. But the reality is that these definitions, these tags, they're just pieces of paper. They're just tags. I have one aim in my life. Okay? It's an accident of fate. I happen to come from a chain of people. DNA, it's the DNA. I come from a chain of people. I've been put in this situation. I've been told, boss, here you are. Okay. Now, I'll tell you one thing. We have to move in this country from that old idea. The idea we love of the guy on the horse. There's a guy who's going to come on the horse, and he's going to come charging through, and we do it all the time. He's going to come charging through, and everything in India is going to be fixed. It's not. Said it before. We talk about, I go to Jhansi, I see Rani ki Jhansi. She's a hero. She's a hero. We consider her a hero. But what we forget is that she wasn't the only hero. She's just a representative of those heroes. You don't see those millions of other heroes who actually did the charge. You just see that one hero. What I want to do in my life is very simple. I want to I want to help Indian people give their voice. Wherever I see it. Doesn't matter if it's, Montec or Sunil. Doesn't matter if it's the poorest guy sitting in a village in Amethi. I don't care. The power of this country is 1 billion plus voices. And until we start listening to them, and until we start pushing them into the system, we are not going to generate our true power. That's why I don't like this politics of I'll keep these people out. Let's keep the Biharis out of Mumbai. Just beat them up when they come. Just thrash them. How dare the Biharis come into Mumbai? Absolutely not. Or huge communities. 200 million people. Muslims. You say they don't exist. So we're going to keep them out of the system. It is not sustainable. It is a complete waste of our energy. We have to take everybody together. That is our power. In fact, not only do we have to take everybody who is ours together, we've got to take them all. Our idea is so big. that it can carry not only India, it can carry everybody else. And what is the idea? It's a different idea than the idea that prevails in the United States. The idea in India, which was told to us by Gandhiji, repeated again and again and again and again for those who want to hear it, is written in the Gita. Buddha spoke about it. The idea is compassion. What is compassion? It's just listening. Nothing else. It's just listening to what the other person is saying. Not putting a label on him that, boss, he's a rich man, he's a poor man, he's a fool, he's intelligent. No, just listen. Just go out there and listen. If we just start doing that and listening to every single person in this country, this thing will build itself so fast, you won't know what's happened. I'm proud to be an Indian. I love this complexity. It drives me crazy. You know, I got press guys asking me, when you're getting married. Somebody else saying, boss, when you're going to be PM. Somebody saying, no, you're not going to be PM. Somebody saying, maybe you will be PM. There's a good possibility. It's like the American polling charts. You know, this is looking at a 47.3% possibility that he might be PM. These are all irrelevant questions. It's all smoke. The only relevant question in this country is, how can we give our people voice? That's it. Now, I've taken enough of your time. I promise to come back. I'd just like to end by saying one thing. You're the cutting edge in the 21st century. The world has turned. They used to look at us and they used to say, boss, Hindu rate of growth, 3%. India's stuck in this forever. They've been doing it for 3,000 years. Now the Hindu rate of growth is the European rate of growth. That's not a good thing. That's a bad thing. We need to work with everybody. When I say voice, I don't mean just Indian voice. And this is something that we've stopped doing the way we used to. I mean everybody's voice. I mean going to your enemy, your worst enemy, and listening to him and saying, what is it that you're saying? Maybe I'm misunderstanding you. Say it again so I can hear it properly. And this is what we have to get in the habit of doing. Too often we just turn around and say, no, I know it, we know it. This is not our culture. Our ideas flow out of this country when we listen. Go to Japan. Gentleman sitting here in Bihar, 3,000 years ago, fundamentally changed their life because he listened. That's all he did. So when you're doing your work, and you guys are hard-nosed businessmen, I'm not such a hard-nosed politician, but I'm getting there. I don't want to be one. I think it's sad to be a hard-nosed politician. But you're a hard-nosed businessman. Listen to people. Listen to your opponents. Make them your friends. And embrace the complexity of this country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was absolutely wonderful. Please keep seated. CII's engagement with society is evident in the CII Women